Today's game.
Today's key is rock, and
Canning's got a shot at that. 3-2. And it's in there.
of Fame. Griffin Canning, grab that rock and just roll through it. Throw up a couple scoreless innings, get some soft contact, shake hands when you get you right back on that bike. And right there, being able to start him with the breaking ball, establish strike one.
The 0-1 pitch, another dribbler over to Drury. Shane Bieber, Tristan McKenzie. 1-1. Soto skies this one back behind short. Video there with Beckham Trout in tow today in the batting cages. Trout hits this one up the middle. It's going to be scooped up by Freeman at second base.
It really reminded me back in my days in Minnesota.
3-2 pitch. Jared Walsh swings and misses there. Savali gets a strike.
Spot this year in camp, and Berea, Davidson, single one of these guys who's starting the year in Salt Lake.
Ground ball, diving stop made by Soto, but
when you're at the minor league level.
Ground ball, Drury steps on second base, toss over to Walsh at first. Here it comes. Fly ball, shallow right field, long run for Renfroe. Walsh going back, called out by
Here in the 2023 season, things in his first time back in 20 months.
his 20th pitch of the inning goes cut on and miss. And that's Urshela goes after the first pitch here, hits it over to Roki. O'Hoppe featured in that. 2-2. O'Hoppe drives this one to center field. Will it be playable for? And then ends up getting a strikeout. Cheppy State is said to have back shoulder surgeries 2 years in a row and trying to find his way back here at the major league level. Chopped over to Walsh, fair ball. Out looking by Griffin Canning.
Angels moving forward.
Griff, just an easy guy to root for, too. Just a good person. Tough play for O'Hoppe. He can't pick it up. Actually near the bottom of teams that hit home runs. They won their division a year ago. And very youngster there taking in a baseball game. How you like that? Emmanuel Clase is a new pitcher into the game. Luis Pereira goes after the first. Just 25 years old.
A lot of work this offseason as far as sliders from the right side.
Just gets a piece of it. Naylor.
To be very complementary in their own skill sets, and how do they want to play?
Bring that winning mojo back to Hayward. Naylor hits this one to center field. Velasquez will be tested.
And hitting that spot in the order or play those games.
Now Velasquez's speed's going to really be tested. Gets an early jump on that.
To keep the trophy here in the United States.
Here we go. Trout hits this one hard the other way. Going back is good.
It's about his rhythm. It's about his rhythm in his set. And you hide your hands, it winds up being tougher to get to.
Feels so much better now. 2-2.
Plus that all-star year that he had 2 years ago.
He's in a row.
Scared in the moment.
Renfroe ground ball. Rocchio goes up for. Urshela can play all over the place. We'll probably see him at first base at some point. This one is skied back behind and to potentially be the closer for the Angels.
As a closer, pitch to all four quadrants.
This is going to be a ground ball over to Soto. He comes up for it. Throw on the run.
He was talking about facing the Yankees. You know, what do you have in your repertoire to be able to defend yourself against these guys? We talked to the guys about hitting, but pitching's kind of the same way, Trent, than I am. But it winds up being one of those things where everybody has their own specific ways. And it's versatility.
Cleveland. A lot of baseball fans remember what he did with the Yankees. That's going to get just past Rocchio. So O'Hoppe rips this one. And that's going to get down for a base hit. So maybe some of that situational hitting can come into play here. Tries to go the other way. Skies this one is
from going any further.
Goes after the first pitch is a ground ball. The tag was not made. Ball gets thrown away. One run is in. Another is good.
Defense, and you have to do something. Doesn't always work out in your favor.
Livan Soto hits this one to deep center field. Tag hitting in Mike Trout's spot. His day is done. Velasquez on the move. He goes the other way. Velasquez was in there safely. Cabbage sees it, just put it in play. That was Gabriel Arias. Now fighting his way back. 2-1. Goes the other way here. That's going to be hit well. Velasquez
comes up for a knock.
Jared Walsh goes after the first pitch. Ground ball over to Rocchio. Toss to Freeman over to first. That's Naylor. It comes out just kind of funky from Jimmy Hergen. This is going to be a ground ball over to Soto. Last year, you would have looked at her getting 2-2 on Brennan. There's a strikeout. New pickup for Cleveland. Figure one of them at first. Yep, one of the best in all of baseball. 0-2. Right back up. Look out. Diving effort there by Soto. Can't get to it. For Cleveland last year, 1-0. Hits this one hard to left field, but settling underneath is Barrera. His body, the Supos at first base. Chris Roller in left field. As Adele hits this one to shallow right field.
Yourself an opportunity to go out there and still succeed in what you're trying to do. You know that Phil Nevin, when he came over to this organization.
You think about Nevin now when he wants to make a change during the game, looks at his bench, goes, all right, there you go, we'll take that. Gio Urshela, good old Hoppy's a strike. Hoppy at a base. Comes the 0-2. Looked at that one miss away. Hoppy. Stefanik holds. Nothing to get to Major League Baseball, an incredible achievement. Hoppy skies this one to center field.
This is in the first inning, 7 strikes.
Comes the 2-1. Hit to center field, back for it's Velasquez, and he's going to watch this sail over his head.
What's his availability going to be? And it's not so much in the first part of the season, but more towards the middle and the end.
Hit to left, comes back here on Thursday to face the Angels. Check swing from Quinn. Appeal as anything else. 2-2. And that's going to be a strikeout.
But it's just some of that funky motion that's going on out there by Heron.
This is going to be picked up by Heron.
Trained Carl Willis back in the Minnesota Twins.
2 on Velasquez. Little roller to Tolentino. Makes the toss over to better pro season in the second half last year than Neto. He's behind 0-2 here. Drives this one the opposite way. That one's going to get in there and end up getting all the way to the wall. Neto could getting some sprints up the hill. Those spring training legs hitting tested. Trey Cabbage hits this one to right field, and that's going to get over the head of Escato. That will end up getting the wall. Cabbage. That ball was smoked. Padlo whiffs at that one. 2-2 to Rocchio. And that's cut on and missed for Yovan's pitch is hit hard. Right field. Joe Adell there for it.
His dance partner.
That's a very good question. No, Velasquez has.
Angels brought him in to be one of their coaches. You know, a senior out there in Georgia, and you know the accolade did email to us, and was like, this is
on deck, I should say. As Carroll hits this one, left field. That's Roller there. He will enter on Naranjo, and gets a strikeout anyway. And that was because Eric Torres, the left-hander, also 23, was the closer. That was a pretty good back-to-back field single there. A little bloop single in there. And that's Canning's performance, a good one in his first outing. And there's the pitch on Tolentino, and Trey Cabbage in the 7th inning add another.